Chillmonger is live. It might have been a while. I forget what this feels like. I'm here to react because I was watching this puppy and I was going, I have a YouTube channel. Why don't I look at these 9 minutes that Kevin T'Challa Slayer Feige is giving his Cinemacon kind of walk up? So
we're now entering the no teleprompter portion of the presentation. So cheers for no teleprompter.
Yeah.
Wow. Excellent.
I guess the goods are coming.
Well, I hope you are not sick yet towards the end of your convention of people talking about how much they love movies and movie theaters, because I'm going to do that a little bit right this second. I love movies. I love going to movie theaters. I love to see movies in movie theaters.
Sure.
That's what we do at Marvel Studios. We make movies for movie theaters because that's where
and we kill T'Challa.
Movies belong. That's all we've ever.
Because that's where he belongs. They view themselves as these progressive types. These guys who do great things, representation with all of their quotas, successfully fulfilling each requirement. Every movie needs to have a theme, underrepresented black theme, underrepresented group here, underrepresented group. They think that they are that. The most positively impactful melanated character in the history of cinema was killed. And it's because of this guy here. Almost pointed in that direction. I forgot what was going to happen. I can repeat that. The most positively melanated character ever was killed by this guy here. And T'Challa was killed by this guy here.
We're done, and I hope that's all we ever do, because I love it. And I love making each movie an event and having the best picture and the best sound. I love the popcorn buckets that are taking over the world. I really do. I love when a popcorn bucket can capture the zeitgeist and go viral.
Bro, announce the movie.
We have asked Deadpool himself, and I do talk about these characters as if they're real because they are real to me.
Is that why you had to kill Black Panther? Because Chadwick Boseman died? He died. All right, there it goes. No, that wouldn't make sense because Harrison Ford got to take the role of Thunderbolt Ross, because then that would be illogical. What's the difference between them? Chadwick dies, his character dies because you think of them as real people. William Hurt dies, Harrison Ford comes in and plays Thunderbolt Ross. So they're not real persons.
To design a popcorn bucket for Deadpool and Wolverine. And I don't want to spoil it, but I will say there are some movies that inadvertently make crude and rude popcorn buckets. And then there are popcorn buckets designed by Deadpool. And I look forward to all of you experiencing that for yourself. But that big screen experience, there's no better indicator of that than IMAX. And what everybody at IMAX does to really bring the attention to the need to get out of your house and go see a movie in as big the screen as possible. We're working on 2 movies right now, specifically for IMAX.
Okay.
In a couple of months, we start shooting The Fantastic Four. That film is very, very close to my heart. It's the first time we can utilize these characters.
And I couldn't wait to use the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer. Where's my hat?
Within Marvel Studios, we recently announced the cast. We have the great Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
Well, and we got Shia LaBeouf, the Silver Surfer. Can't wait to uplift women with this one, because we know when we do Shia LaBeouf in this movie that forever Shia LaBeouf, Silver Surfer, will be well represented in this cinematic universe of ours. Shia LaBeouf is the future. We're gonna have some lasting change by using this character in this movie in the role that she will be in. It's just uplifting empowerment, which we understand here at this company, Marvel. Hello there, says Circumstances. Hello. Hey, Monsieur, purple, hey, purple. Civil War from A24. I watched you. You seem to be like it more than Kenny Sparks liked it. If you guys want to check out Perp Minded, do a review for the movie Civil War, and it's not Captain America. It's check it out. He says IMAX is better than Dolby. Who doubts that? Where am I?
Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. One of tonight's honorees, Joseph Quinn, as the Human Torch, and Emmy Award winner co-star of The Bear, Eben Moss-Backrack, as Ben Grimm, the Thing. The other movie is shooting right this
Hold
second.
on. Listen, fam. I love you, Perp. Me and you, we go back a few years now. Like, if you gave me a corn emoji, then I would say, he's being corny. I get it. But you laughed at that own joke like it was good. Wait to use your thinking, Cap. Huh? Like, if you could have told me turn it backwards, like Ash Ketchum, gotta catch them all. You could have done something like that. I would have said, he knows I like Pokemon. You know, step it up, sir. Step it up. Goodness gracious.
As we speak, also for IMAX, and that is Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Thunderbolts.
They changed the logo.
Yes, you'll notice an asterisk at the end of that title. That is the official title of the movie, is Thunderbolts with the asterisks. And we won't talk any more about that till after the movie comes out.
Okay.
Now, the amazing cast on this movie,
I like that, a little bit of mystery, right? So you can't see what he's talking about because my face is blocked. Now everything's blocked. It says Thunderbolts with the asterisk right there. That is intriguing to me. So whatever they do with that, you know what I mean?
Wanted to take a short break from eating some macaroni and cheese to say a quick hello to you.
Oh.
Movie by an amazing cast.
We couldn't get to see it. All right. Yeah, I guess that's got to be blocked. They'll be taken down. But I appreciate the recorder for recording and putting this in the, you know what I mean? I can't even finish my sentences today. You know what I mean? It's too early.
David Harbour, Wyatt Russell, Sebastian Stan reprising his incredible, iconic performances.
I heard some people go, woo, for Sebastian Stan. I mean, that's the one we care about. We don't really care about what Red Guardian is going to do here in this movie and some of the other names you just named.
Bucky Barnes, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. It's an amazing and wonderful cast. I've been reading a lot of the press that's been coming out of Cinemacon. And some of the things that theater owners are asking for, and two things have stuck with me. One, asking for more movies across the calendar and more different types of movies.
Okay. More movies across the calendar and more different types of movies. That's valid. You can't just have the summer blockbusters, and they all compete against each other. When if you could have spaced them out, we would have got, the cinemas are saying, we would have had more money to make. And that's valid, bro. It really is. Look what happened in February with Black Panther. Of course, that shouldn't have never been a February release, but that had like legs, and the theaters loved keeping that movie around. He's not really in charge. He's more in charge of creative stuff. I don't think he's going to select the dates that movies are placed. I think that schedule is planned like 3 years in advance. This will be a Marvel movie. This will be a Disney animation. This movie is going to be a that.
Asking for more movies across the calendar and more different types of movies. And I will say we've had great success in the summer. We've had great success in holiday periods. We've also had success in September, and we've had great success in the February-March spot.
First, oh my God, what September movie are you talking about? Shang-Chi?
And that's what I'm going to talk about now, is one of our films coming out next February. The other thing you've asked about is the different size and types of movies. It might sound a little strange to say that Marvel.
I think he's celebrating something that isn't really their choice. They didn't want a February movie, but they right now in the studio, Marvel Studios. I'll say this: Marvel is part of Disney. Disney gave them the February because they're like, here, guys, take this. You guys don't get to have any more like good spots anymore. We'd rather give it to something like Frozen 3 or Moana 2. I think Moana 2. That's what they'd rather give that big blockbuster date to in the summertime. February, look what Quantumania did in February. Ugh.
Has different types of movies. The size is relative
No.
when it comes to a Marvel picture.
No. Black History, my ass. Black History Month and that branding. 30% of the viewers who watched the Black Panther movie were black. Don't ask me how they figured that out. Those are the statistics. So you're catering a movie to 30% of people, and if it was in February, the same people would have still went to see that movie if it was in March or April or May. So I don't think that's valid. Shut up.
But about 10 years ago, almost exactly 10 years ago, we released a movie called Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yes.
And in the 10 years that has gone by, that movie, we've made 20, 25 movies since then.
Okay, all I'm thinking about honestly is for him to name another movie and to hear the reception. Will all cheer woo, or will they go golf clap? Because they cheered woo for Winter Soldier.
It really has stayed with the fans, with the audience, and I think that's for two reasons. One is
it was good.
The genre. It is a fast-paced political thriller.
Valid. He's right.
It's got big stakes, but there are no aliens, no alien invasions. There's no time travel. It is a relatively grounded action film.
Okay.
And the other thing is it introduced the world to Sam Wilson, played by the great Anthony Mackie. That is what we're doing this.
He didn't say Falcon.
Coming February is a film that is another fast-paced, relatively grounded, I say relatively because it is a Marvel movie, grounded action thriller. And in the many, many years since that, Sam Wilson has taken on the mantle of Captain America. Captain America, Brave New World, coming out.
If you're new to my channel, you're wondering why I'm anti-Captain America. I'm racist. That's not why. I'm joking. If you're new to the channel, you're wondering why I'm saying bleh to Captain America, the mantle going to another character. It's just not how we identify characters at all. X-23 is Laura Kinney, but they in the comic book try to call her Wolverine. Her clone sister Gabby is named Honey Badger, but they tried to change it recently to something else I won't even accept. Goldballs, they try to call him Egg. I know these characters by their name, and it is what it is. They are that. Kitty Pryde is still Kitty Pryde, even though she said in a comic book like 3-4 years ago, you know, I'm grown now. It's about time they start calling me Kate. Would it kill them to just call me Kate and no more Kitty? We all know her as Kitty Pryde. Some of these brandings are permanent, right? It's going to take a lot to change a name to stop calling somebody something. When Monica Rambeau stopped being called Photon and went to Spectrum, she was still Photon to many. And yeah, they changed it back to Photon now. It's so there's that, like your name is your identity. The second thing is it's not empowering. If Sam Wilson, the character that is Sam Wilson, who used to call himself Falcon, if him being more important means that he needs to scrap the name Falcon to become what a white guy was, you're teaching a lesson which I cannot co-sign, which is you are better and you are being promoted when you identify more with this white thing. The next thing I know is that branding Captain America, while in this movie temporarily, he will be called Captain America, and they'll even call him Cap a couple times. Years from now, there will be a Captain America movie, and it will be Steve Rogers. He's the primary version of that. I don't think it is valuable. I see more value in elevating the brand of Falcon to where it's as important as Captain America, rather than here, Sam's going to be Captain America for now, but we know that it comes with an expiration and things are going to reboot because actors age and eventually everybody dies and things reboot. Go ask DC and James Gunn. They reboot. I mean hard reboot. I'm not talking about that. Oh, the universe changed like a semi-reset after Secret Wars. I mean true reboot. The same way and Andrew Garfield was a reboot from Tobey Maguire, and none of the continuity matter. What things are going to reboot, and they're going to do Captain America 1. Are they going to start with Sam Wilson? No, it's going to be Steve Rogers and Falcon will be Falcon. It would have been better if they were elevating Falcon in this movie, where at the end of the movie, Sam Wilson says, man, enough of that Cap stuff. I'm Falcon. Look what happened with Blade and how great it was for Wesley Snipes to play him 3 times and how that spawned off a new Blade movie with Mahershala Ali playing him. A character was elevated, a brand was known, and it has repeat lasting effect. That's how you elevate. This whole mantle swapping is it's a waste. It's not long term, I'll say that. Likewise with Shuri being the Black Panther or the T'Challa being a Black Panther after that, it's not lasting. We know the primary one is T'Challa. We know, again, 20 years from now, when I go to the movie theaters to watch a Black Panther 1 is going to be the T'Challa movie. His dad might die early in the movie, and boom, it's a T'Challa film. How the fuck is a black character with melanin in his skin supposed to get as popular as Batman and Superman? The things that got Batman and Superman so hot was that we kept seeing them reoccurring. Franchise reboot after franchise reboot. Batman, Bruce Wayne, Caitlin Clark. You know, the other famous Clark Kent. We got to see them over and over again, right? You got to be reoccurring. So The Falcon thing, I just view it as Disney allows themselves to tell themselves, and Marvel allows themselves to tell themselves they're doing a black lead without the long-term benefits of what a black lead is supposed to bring. Popularize your characters, your brands, like Blade, like Photon, like Storm, like Falcon, maybe even Luke Cage, and primarily the Black Panther, T'Challa. Popularize them to get them as hot as the way you did with Thor, who was relatively unknown, or Doctor Strange, who made a movie with $900 million. Do that. That's empowering. When you give me Falcon as Captain America for a movie, I'm just looking at the wrist, just the same way I saw Ariel being played by Halle Bailey. And like, if we go to Target and we look at the backpacks and the stickers for Little Mermaid, are they still the ones that look like Halle, or did they return to the status quo? These temporary things are not my solution. Hello, hello. Oh, Blue Marvel, good pick. Yeah. Hey, William, what's going on? Good to see you. I'll keep reacting to this, and maybe I'll rewind a little bit for you guys who just popped in.
Relatively grounded. I say relatively because it is a Marvel movie. Grounded action thriller. And in the many, many years since that, Sam Wilson has taken on the mantle of Captain America. Captain America, Brave New World, coming out February 14th. Ladies and gentlemen.
A Walmart commercial just plays with no sound. Be patient with me, please. It's really a Walmart commercial with no sound. There we go.
To your Captain America, Mr. Anthony Mackie.
Very excited to be here, so I can get to my spot quickly.
That was the Captain Marvel music.
Really appreciate it. You're the one.
That was the Captain Marvel music that they just played when he walked up.
Very excited to be here, so I can get to my spot quickly.
Yeah. That was her music. Wrong captain, Cinemacon.
I like saluting you, sir. You must salute the captain.
Really appreciate it. You're the one.
Getting the shield, tell me.
It was amazing, man. It was everything I thought it would be. There's, nothing that could account for, starting in these movies 10 years ago and now having the opportunity to make my own Marvel movie. But that's neither here nor there. I'm tired of talking about it. We talk about it once a week. I want y'all to see it. Because when you see it, you just gotta see it. Show him, Kev. Show him, Kev.
Flip, everybody. Captain America, Brave New World. I'll just say it's Harrison Ford as you've never seen him before in this movie. The final film I'm going to talk.
Wait a minute. No. Let's hey, you recast it, right? I guess William Hurt version of his character did not transcend every iteration, and for that reason, you could recast. That's what you said about Chadwick Boseman when he died. You said, Chadwick did so well, we can't recast. But William Hurt shit the bed. William Hurt was below par, and he was recast ability. That was the difference between those two, right? I have no problem with Marvel. To me, seems everything's going in the direction it's supposed to. I don't think that the Thunderbolts movie happening is a direction. When you have access to other IPs, like a Ghost Rider, or there's more popular things that you could be doing. So I'm not with them creatively. Fantastic Four, good job. Oh no, he used a word that begins with W. Marvel is not the woke, is the fans, but it's cool. Everyone has opinions, all love that, no hate. The word woke is associated with being alert to anti-black sentiments, hateful, racist comments. It's a cautionary word to be woke rather than being asleep to the issues. I want Marvel to be the most woke company that exists in Hollywood. I want them to do Black Panther 2. You know what I mean. I want Blue Marvel, Blade to finally, come through. Give Bo DeMeo the script and give us like furthering progressive, non-struggle themed movies. Nothing to do with the plight. Nothing to remind us that, oh yeah, the movie we're watching happens to have people who've historically been oppressed, and they're going to remind us that in Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. That's not what I'm looking for. I want them to be woke. No reason Captain Marvel can't show up in this film. Not like she's not doing anything else. I don't think she's very interested. She wasn't doing any media. When the strike was over, yeah, I saw Teyonah Paris and I saw Iman Vellani because the strike was over just that week after the movie came out. And they did their press. But she was not contractually obligated to do any press for that movie after the movie came out, and she didn't. She's not feeling it. He doesn't have a mustache in this version. Yeah, from what I heard in the trailer, they said you got to lose the mustache or lose the election, and then he lost the mustache. Let's keep playing.
Talk with you about today is our next film releasing this summer, Deadpool and Wolverine.
They did not woo and clap as much for Thunderbolts when that came on the screen. They did for... Where's Thunderbolts? All right, listen.
For IMAX, and that is Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Thunderbolts. And yes, you'll notice an asterisk at the end of that.
All right, compared to when he says Deadpool Wolverine.
Releasing this summer, Deadpool and Wolverine. This is
like, is his ears working? He's had a successful go at it. He's accomplished so many nice things. Avengers movies and everything. And then the writers, Marcus and McFeely, the directors, the Russo brothers, who were responsible for 4 and 5 movies, he just doesn't use them anymore. He's a guy who he should be able to understand, oh, this is what the fans want, and be able to hear that. But I feel like he just kind of talked over that rather than stopped and been like, hold on, what is the room saying? The room is saying this about Thunderbolts, but they're saying this about Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe we can utilize these characters more. Maybe these actors are worth the negotiating, and we can give them the money that they're going to be asking for, and do what we got to do for the long-term benefits. Low-key, WWE should have done the same thing with Stone Cold and just paid him the money he was asking for so he could do the run-in at Mania for the long term, right? I'm everywhere today. WrestleMania was fire, though. The ending.
Remarkable honor to talk about doing a movie with Ryan Reynolds for the very first time at Marvel Studios as Deadpool, and for the first time since my career started almost a quarter of a century ago, working with Hugh Jackman again as Wolverine. It is incredible. It is extremely exciting, and I hope you don't mind if I say it's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, and the reason I can say it's fucking awesome is because it's an R-rated movie. It's an R-rated movie.
I like that he did that, though. That was like very effective to say use a swear word like that. That's gonna get out, right? That's good press.
Another thing that is fucking awesome is the director that we get to work with. He is your honoree for Director of the Year tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Levy.
Yeah.
Feige is allowed to say fuck. He kind of needed to say it more than once. I feel like now we're all bonded in this room. I feel like we shared a historic occasion that we all got to hear Kevin Feige, I think, say it 3 times. And somewhere Ryan Reynolds is gleeful, I assure you.
He's corrupted us all.
Oh no, definitely. This is exactly what he wanted for you. The truth is, Ryan and I and Hugh and all of us worked on this movie with Kevin. This movie was built for audience joy. That was our North Star, and it was a blast to make. It was a blast to make, first of all, because if you're a director and you get to play in the most audacious sandbox there is, which is the phenomenal Deadpool franchise, you count yourself lucky every day, which I did.
Okay.
But to get to be there every day, seeing this team up that all of us as fans and audience members have waited 15 years for, at least 15 years for, to get to see Hugh and Ryan in their most iconic roles, bringing their A+ of A games.
And he's wearing yellow
Every day was remarkable. And the fact that the 3 of us are friends of many, many years in real life as well made it that much sweeter. But maybe the most sweet part of this is imagining the team of medical professionals that are monitoring the vital signs of the entire Disney executive staff. I think that first teaser trailer sort of got them used to the idea, but not quite, that we're about to release the first R-rated movie in the MCU. And it's a
It's in the MCU. You hear that? You hear that? Now, we didn't know that, right? The way that the movie begins is definitely outside of the MCU, but he just kind of confirmed and spoiled the ending of it, even though we kind of expected Deadpool to join and entirely expected that people would be more hyped for Deadpool as its third movie. Thunderbolts has to build. Hit or miss, they got to try to build new brands. They were being childish with the swear words. Did I miss Chill talking about the new Falcon footage with Isaiah Bradley? So what they didn't do is show us the footage. I'll rewind just a little bit. Anthony Mackie got on stage and he just said, like, show them the movie.
I'm tired of talking about it. We talk about it once a week. I want y'all to see it.
Yeah.
You just gotta see it. Show them, Cam. Show them, Cam.
Flip, everybody. Captain America, Brave New World. Thank you.
See, and then they just kind of faded and he kind of talked about it some more.
A+ of A games every day, seeing this team up that all of us as fans and audience members have waited 15 years for.
At least
I rewinded a
least
bit
15
too
years
much.
for to get to see. The most sweet part of this is imagining the team of medical professionals, and it's a
Skip ahead a little bit. I was about here.
team to see.
Yeah, I heard rumors that maybe there was going to be another trailer. By the way, thank you, Internet, for the endless stream of rumors. They're are literally entertaining every day. We do have a little something, but here's the challenge. There's so many spoilers, and I live in constant fear of a Ryan assassination attempt because I
Okay.
got a big mouth and I don't want to blow it in this room today. But what we do have is a spoilerish free 9 minutes
What?
of our movie that we are still very much working on. In fact, we headed right back to the edit room,
He's going to give 9 minutes and he's worried about spoilers?
but we're going to share it with you. I just noticed that massive screen. We're going to share those 9 minutes with you right now.
This is not a trailer. This is something that Sean and Ryan and the editors have put together just for
Oh.
Cinemacon. Enjoyed, everybody. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you for everything
Thank
you do.
you.
We'll see you next year. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, stop scrolling and check out what I just got.
Sticker
Let's
U has
check it
been
out.
incredible. I'm a small business owner creating custom products for my brand.
I'm happy for you. Spoiler King says, oh, you got to read what the footage shown with Bradley. I am aware. I want to know what you think about that. We talked about it last night. You're probably talking about how. So I got to spoil it. Maybe it's best not to spoil it for the audience. So I'll answer your question without spoiling it. I need to see the whole movie. That theme that is problematic could just be us seen in the movie, whatever. I'll take it. And then what happens with the whole movie? What is the overall theme? Just one scene isn't going to ruin it for me. Yeah, that's my answer to that question. So thanks for coming, everyone who's joined me. No spoilers, no spoilers. For those of you who don't know me, subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I can't wait to talk X-Men comics, probably some X-Men 97 stuff. And Jonathan Majors is going to be a live stream that I do either tonight or tomorrow. Depends. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel. But I need to definitely do a live stream talking about all those YouTubers who I compiled in a video to like present the story. Damn. You know that originally that video compilation was just like going to be like a little 2-minute thing. And then it got longer and longer. And then it was like, man, I said I was going to cover this story. What better way to cover the story than to just take everyone's YouTubers talking about this, everyone's reading an article here, and I put in a whole video, fantastic video, covering Jonathan Majors. Some stupid dumbass takes were part of that video. Some informative reporting was in that video, mostly from Danielle. Check us out. And like he said, peace.